We continue with this idea of composing graphs of functions and taking a look at this example. So example number 9, we have two graphs. We have this blue shaped graph over here. We're going to call that y is equal to h of x. And then we have this purple graph that we're going to call y is equal to g of x. And for the first example, I want you to find g composed with h of 1. Okay, so g composed with h of 1. Remember, anytime you have composition notation, the first thing you want to do is rewrite it using function notation. So that's the same thing as saying g of h of 1. So we need to start at the inside of the function. We have to first find h of 1. h of 1 means this. I'm going to go to 1 on my x-axis and go to my h function. Okay, so here's 1 on my x-axis. That's right here. And my h function is right here. It's my blue function. We want to figure out what the y value is when our x value is 1. So our y value here when our x value is 1 is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we know that h of 1 is equal to 3. That means anytime I see h of 1, I can replace it with 3. So that g of h of 1 is the same thing as saying g of 3. So the last thing we need to do is we need to figure out what g of 3 is. So g of 3 means I'm going to go to 3 on my x-axis, which is right here, and I'm going to try to find the y value where I hit on this purple graph when my x value is 3. So x value is 3. Let's go in the purple graph. We're going down over here, and the y value that maps us to is this y value over here, which is -2. So that means that g composed with h of 1 or g of h of 1 is the same thing as saying -2. For our second example over here, let's take a look at h composed with h of 5. Again, I'm going to start off and rewrite this by using function notation. We're not going to use a composition notation. So we need to first figure out what h of 5 is. So we're going to start on the inside. And h of 5 is the same thing as saying, let's go to 5 on our x-axis and let's see where we hit that blue function. That's our h function. So if we go to 5 on our x-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're right here. And at the blue function, we're hitting right here at this point. And it looks like the y value that maps us to, oops, sorry about that. The y value that maps us to over there is 1. So that h of 5 is equal to 1. So h composed with h of 5 is the same thing as saying h of 5, and we know that h of 5 is 1. Substituting in, we get h of 5 is the same thing as saying h of 1. Now we need to figure out what h of 1 is. So I'm going to go to 1 on my x-axis, which is over here, and I'm going to figure out where my h function is. It's this blue function here. So when my x value is 1, that blue function hits when my y value is 3. So that means that h of 5 is the same thing as saying 3.